Here he is, folks.
I don't know about that.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
All right, just met up with Michael, kind of came up with a game plan. We're basically both going to be hitting bedding areas on the edge of this little field in Oak Flat. These deer are hammering these willow oaks right here pretty hard, as well as the field. So I'm literally driving past where I'm going to hunt right now. I'm going to be like 50 yards into the woods. It's going to be goofy, but I mean, it's where the deer are. I see them every single time I'm here, so I'm going to give it a shot. Michael's going to go to the other side of the field, I think, and try and hunt the other bedding area, or the other suspected bedding area. And with any luck, we'll catch something coming out, but give y'all an update in the tree. Alright, I'm officially in the goofiest spot I've ever sat in my entire life. If you've been following the videos, you know by now that I'm chasing a group of bucks that I keep seeing every single night coming out of this area. Well, I'm so close every time and I don't get them. And finally it dawned on me that they're probably bedding in this little patch of woods I'm in right now. I'm sitting right next to this big field that they've been going to feed to. There's some willow oaks in the field that they're feeding in, and there's a road going right next to it, not like a highway or anything, like a dirt road that is open to vehicular access, and that's where I keep seeing them when I'm driving out. And finally it's dawned on me that they're bedding, or at least some of them are bedding back on my shoulder in a little privet thicket right next to the highway, which is a little ways back there. And they're just laying up there until right before dark, and they're swinging down through these woods and then going up into the field right there. So I got a great wind today, and the sign is here. There's a lot of fresh tracks all around me, and there's actually fresh acorns in this little grove I'm in right here over my shoulder. So I'm thinking they might come up in here and stage on these acorns and be eating on these acorns and right until, last light, and that's when they move out into the field. But this is one of my best efforts so far. Michael is he's actually on the other side of the field over there, hunting on the ground, and I'm pretty sure he's filming it so you can see his side of the story, probably on the Southern Ground YouTube page under Sportsman's Nation Network. So y'all can go check that out to kind of see what he's running into over there. But I'm going to shut it down and be pretty quiet, because as you can see, I'm in a very exposed tree, so I don't have a lot of cover. I can't be moving around too much. I'm just going to have to sit and listen. Oh, and on the way in, I did jump a deer that was bedded in this strip of woods. So as goofy as it is, man, they're in here. So we'll see. I'm sorry I didn't get good footage of that. I was trying to get some B-roll of some of these birds around me. I thought it'd make some cool footage. And I had just closed the camera screen, and I look over my left shoulder and there's a bug standing there 25 yards. God. A lot of underbrush down here, as you can see, and was right about the spot. Definite staging area. That first buck came in. He wasn't anything big, but he was a probably 2-year-old. Really probably like a 5-point. He had a good 4-point side, and then his other side, like I couldn't tell if it was just a spike or if it wasn't there, but he only had his left antler, it looked like. But I'd have been tickled to death with him. He caught me off guard, and there's all this underbrush down here, and I could see he was a rag buck, but I wanted to make sure he was legal, so I threw the binos up on him, and I saw 2 points in his main beam, so, and a brow tine, so he's a 4-point on one side, which makes him legal, and by the time I got the camera open and everything, he'd gotten out of my main shooting lane at 30 yards, and he worked up the hill to kind of a weird spot. I wasn't sure how far it was, and I had to sit down to get my window, so I was a little bit like off balance, but I mean the shot was good. I let it go, and the arrow just flew right. I mean, it was money, man, right behind the shoulder, and it just right below him. He didn't know what happened though. He kind of ran up the hill and just stood there for a while, and I could have taken another shot, but it was even farther, probably like, that one was probably just over 40 yards. The second shot I could have taken, and I didn't want to take it. A deer on alert at 40 yards. That's a recipe for a bad shot. I was trying to explain what happened, and that little buck walked up. I thought it was a doe, and I could tell it was a smaller deer, but I'll shoot a small doe. I don't care. So I got drawn on it, and it came into my lane, and I saw a spike. I was like, dadgummit. So I just let down and filmed it for a while. It's not a legal buck here, so I wish that second one was a doe, because I'd have taken her home. I mean, I was exactly right about what I thought this was. There's bedding areas behind me across the second road, and they came from that bedding area. They came right up the straw where I've been seeing them. So, it feels good knowing I was at least right. I just botched the shot. Whatever, I'm just glad I got a shot at one. That was fun. Not too tore up about it, it happens. If you've never missed a deer while bow hunting, you haven't been bow hunting very long. They came out pretty early though. I mean, I still got, at least 40 minutes of like good shooting light. That was 2 younger deer, so maybe the big ones are hanging back. Hopefully they come out. Hopefully I don't miss one of them if they do come by. I love this though, man. I love this. I mean, what a goofy spot. Sitting right smack between 2 roads. You can probably hear the highway in the background. That's why we push it, man. These things are bedding so close to the food, or if they're not bedding close to the food, they're not making it very far in daylight when they do start moving. So that's why we try to get so close to them. And yeah, we blow deer out, but I mean, that's the name of the game, is what you gotta do. I mentioned earlier, I blew a doe out on the way in here. I jumped her up and she ran off, just blowing her head off, but those things sat tight and came working right past me.